In June of 2014, we witnessed one of the best E3 showcases of all time, stacked with game announcements like Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, and No Man's Sky, just to name a few. All of these games released within the next few years with varying levels of success. However, there was one announcement that fans would be waiting to release for a little while longer. Almost 10 years later, in April of 2023, Dead Island 2 finally launched. So today I'll be earning the Platinum Trophy to see if it was worth the wait. The game opens with scenes of a zombie outbreak as survivors make their way towards the last plane out of the city. Unfortunately for those who made it on board, there's a stowaway, forcing the military to ground the plane. We then get our choice between 6 characters, and land on Danny, as her starting skill cards seem to be pretty powerful. Skill cards play a huge role in the game, allowing for some truly crazy combinations later on. We pry this debris out of our stomach before patching it up with a medkit. Stepping out of the plane, we see a flare in the distance, and after remembering how to run, we find a group of survivors, one of which is Hollywood actress Emma Jaunt. She proceeds to scribble her address on our arm like it's a notepad before leaving us to deal with the injured survivors. We then get our first taste of combat and how realistic the zombies actually look. Damn, he looks crazy realistic. He looks scarily good. Oh. Oh, sledgehammer, nice.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
After fending off a few zombies, we attempt to help the injured couple, but get ourselves bit in the process. We then begin stumbling around as the sun sets before making our way towards LA. We wake up in Bel Air, but rather than being greeted by Will Smith, we're instead met by some more zombies. Now, although Emma's house is just down the street, it takes me 45 minutes to arrive due to my incurable disease of lootitis. This debilitating disease causes me to loot every area of a map before continuing on with the main objective, wasting precious time trying to access areas that clearly require me to revisit when I've finished 70% of the game and already have loot that's far better than what's accessible in here. If you want to donate to a good cause and help find a cure for myself and thousands of other gamers out there like me, please click the subscribe button. Thank you for your generous support. We eventually make it to Emma's house, and although she may be rich, she doesn't have a clue about horticulture. How are these plants even alive without direct sunlight? Once inside, we're threatened by the housekeeper before passing out. Without even being offered dinner beforehand, we're handcuffed to the treadmill whilst unconscious. Miraculously, despite getting bit, we haven't turned into a zombie, but there's no time to speculate for the reason why, as the house is being attacked. We're freed from the cuffs, bust outside, and unlock the best ability in the game. Oh my gosh, let's go. Boom! 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 After fending off the zombies and closing the gate, we return inside to find some commotion downstairs.
Whoa! You got no shot on this 8-ball. Being famous don't count for shit.
Excuse me, sir, you need to hit the white first. That's a foul. That's 2 shots to me. Thank you very much. We're reintroduced to Sam B from Dead Island 1, who appears to have some history with Emma. Whilst tensions are high, we learn that, like him, we are immune.
I'm immune!
We're tasked with searching for any remaining authorities at a nearby evacuation site, and on the way, we complete one of the 40 side quests we'll need for a trophy later on. We need to defend what is clearly Hugh Hefner as he uses his stairlift. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Ah, unhand me, woman. Come on, how many more of you? I need to check on Hugh. Come on, you horny old bastard. We finally arrive at the Halperin Hotel, the location of the evacuation site, earning a trophy named after one of the greatest songs ever written. And moments later, we earn another for dismembering 100 zombie limbs. After gaining access to the ballroom, we answer the radio and speak to Dr. Reuben Reed, a member of the CDC. Our conversation is cut short, and our first boss fight ensues. No, not the cake. Becky the bride. Can't be dropkicked. Oh my god! Bam. Oh, she killed me! Oh my god, that's my first death. Don't mess with Becky. Becky is understandably upset. Not only is she a zombie, but 10 minutes earlier I found her newlywed husband outside doing this. Oh, is this guy eating his wife? God damn. What? He's eating something. Rest in peace. Give me your protein bar. Ground pound? What the? let's go. We continue our conversation with Dr. Reed, and after informing him of our immunity, he urges us to come to the Serling Hotel in Santa Monica. We head back to Emma's house to tell her the news, however, she won't leave without speaking to her assistant Michael. Turns out Michael was tired of being a little bitch boy and went out on his own to prove himself, so we head to Beverly Hills to find him. Arriving at his house, I have to retract my earlier statement, as it appears his horticultural knowledge is top tier. Emma, take some notes, look at these hydrangeas. Unfortunately for us, Michael isn't here. However, we do find evidence that he's been injured, as well as a map suggesting that he's gone to the nearby movie studios. On our travels, we earn 2 trophies, the first of which is for defeating 100 enemies with status effects, and the second for defeating 25 enemies with finishing moves. We follow Michael's trail to Monarch Studios, and somehow he's managed to make his way through this death trap. Perhaps he'd learned how to perform defensive moves, which is exactly how we earn our next trophy for successfully performing 25 of them. Arriving at the studios, we fight through various movie sets before stumbling upon a trail of caustic goop leading to Emma's trailer on the set of Rise of the God Spider. Spider venom, ooh. We find Michael inside the trailer before being interrupted by the cause of these turd piles. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, it's melting away. Ugh. Oh, that is gross. Oh, come here, fatty. I got just the thing for you. Spider venom. That did nothing. What the hell? What about the pyrotechnics? What is the point? With literally no help from the acid-spraying spider or the pyrotechnics, we managed to take down the goop monster. After defeating it, we learned that Michael came here for Emma's lucky reward to support her during these hard times. I unretract my retracted statement, this man's an idiot. Thankfully for his sake, there's also a bunch of medical supplies. Sam B then gets on the blower with some exciting news.
Got a line on some guns.
Oh, you know just what the ladies like.
No doubt. Come meet me.
Let's get you back first. Can't have you getting bitten.
Well, you don't need to worry about that, okay? I'll be fine.
Oh, god damn it, Michael, you're already bit, aren't you? Fucking idiot. Michael then heads back to Emma's on his own as we go to meet with Sam. We meet him and a chap called Ronnie, one of the survivors from the plane crash that has only said one sentence to us, and I totally remember who he is. Together we break into the house in Beverly Hills looking for some guns.
It's hammer time.
Can't touch this. You can't touch this.
We make our way inside with Ronnie, and unbeknownst to us, we encounter our first Apex variant. Oh, you might want to step back there, Ronnie. Oh no, rest in peace, Ronnie. Sadly, Ronnie's story ends here, but for us, defeating it is just another chapter towards the platinum. We rendezvous with Sam in what I imagine to be an average American's living room and grab a sniper from the wall. It was now time for some target practice, but as a Brit being only so used to knives, I have the accuracy of a toddler being potty trained. Okay. Oh, my aim is so bad. Shoot this fat guy. Pad the stats. Oh, hey buddy, how'd you get here? Oh, you're gonna explode. After that incredible show of skill, we attempt to convince Sam to come with us to Santa Monica before returning to Emma's. Michael has made his way back, and in a shock to everyone but us, he's been bitten.
Damn, man. How long you been bit for?
Was it worth it, Michael?
Fuck you! Why do you get to be the special one, huh? Who the fuck are you?
Emma.
Get out of my house.
After being kicked to the curb, we're still determined to get to Santa Monica despite Sam's reluctance. Before parting ways with the group, he advises us that the sewers could be a less zombie-infested route before essentially committing a war crime.
Emma's pretty shook up. How about you fix her some of that motherfucking Yorkshire pudding shit?
You fucking apologize right now for saying it like that. On the way to the sewers, we come across our 50th collectible, earning us the Bookworm Trophy. As we arrive, we encounter another Apex variant. Oh, you are one ugly son of a bitch. Oh, who the hell are you? Thankfully, we're saved by Patton, an ex-Gulf War pilot who's been living in the sewers ever since. He's also a massive cinephile and is obsessed with Emma's movies.
Omen a Cow, only one of the greatest movies ever made. Only seen it like, 20 times, man.
Rather than coming with us, he sits down for his 21st rewatch of Omen to Kill. However, he does advise that the most direct route is through the Venice storm tank. We eventually arrive at a bridge conveniently above a large pit that screams obvious boss arena, before we're accosted by a strange barefooted woman. Who are you? And why you got your feet out? You're giving those away for free? I don't even have to pay for them? Turns out she's been looking for us and has some connection to the pulses we've been experiencing in our head throughout the game.
Do you feel that? Pulsing in your marrow.
She wants to help us let go, before Buddy Boy sends us over the edge. As we rise to our feet, we embrace our zombie mutation, known as the autophage, and are introduced to Fury mode. What is going on here? What the hell is this? Rip them apart. What? What the hell is this? Okay, let's go. Blood rush. After exiting the sewers, we secure the gate of this parking lot and are offered refuge inside the connecting restaurant.
Come in, quick.
I will, thanks.
The boys inside inform us that Santa Monica has been militarized, and that there are a bunch of roided up zombies thanks to the recent strongman competition, a threat we get treated to a front row view of. Oh my god. Seemingly unfazed after seeing their friend's head explode, everyone just goes about their day.
And then there were 3. I'll get the mop.
This lot could use all the help they can get.
We receive a call from Emma, who apologizes for her outburst before earning a trophy for fully upgrading a purple superior weapon. On our way to the military checkpoint, we're caught in an ambush thanks to this screamer. Entering rage mode, we defeat our 50th enemy and earn the trophy Anger Management. Making it through the military checkpoint at first appeared to be a towering challenge. However, by funneling the never-ending horde into our kill box, we pop some heads and light some fires before carving a path through with rage mode and arrive at Ocean Avenue. Another fantastic song. We finally arrive at the Serling Hotel and are welcomed inside by Dr. Reed, who appears to run the place much to the resentment of others, including his daughter Tisha and this knobhead called Jimmy.
Fuck you looking at?
Reed needs to contact the CDC to arrange for our evacuation, and in the meantime offers us a place to stay. However, in the morning, we receive the news that the military is now calling the shots, and we won't be extracted until we can prove our immunity. Rather than film ourselves being eaten alive, Reed sends us to the Santa Monica Pier to retrieve his equipment so he can run some blood tests. Upon leaving his office, we earn a trophy for obtaining a total of 30 skill cards. Taking a short break from the main quest to do some exploration as well as side quests, we earn a handful of trophies in the process. Firstly, by inflicting the vulnerable status for the 50th time, we complete our 5th blueprint challenge. There are a bunch more trophies tied to challenges, but we'll visit them more in depth later on. For now, continuing on with the trophy haul, our next was for opening 10 locked boxes, and then for completing 10 and 20 side quests. One of those quests rewarded us with a code to a safe, which when opened, gave us our first legendary weapon, closing out this trophy earning bonanza. With all that excitement out the way, we return to the main story, and after our arm receives the Huck tour from this machine, we retrieve our blood sample before making our way to the pier. Upon arriving, we find that the pier has been firebombed and unfortunately broken away. We look for another way around and make our way through the nearby arcade, where on the other side we reach the famous Ferris wheel. We hold our ground underneath as it powers down before passing through safely. After carefully traversing the ruined bridge to reach the end of the pier, we find the equipment Reed is after. However, from the moment we arrived at the arcade, we've been stalked by something straight out of a nightmare.
Oh, give
What the hell are you? Oh, you are so disturbingly ugly. Get the hell off me. Oh, he is quick. And he's tanky as hell. Okay, just hit him with the Old Faithful. He's still tanky, he's tanking all of that. Oh, come back here. He's healing? What the heck is this bullshit? Just die. Yeah, fuck you. How'd you like it up there, you little bitch? After defeating Pennywise Scissorhands, we return to Dr. Reed only to find him with an unwelcome guest, one he seems quite familiar with.
How's it going, Doc?
Oh, it's Feet Lady.
Ruben and I were just reminiscing.
You know each other.
Conrad and I did some research.
Research. I'm sure you told your wife the same thing. Jimmy the Tosspot then bursts in and alerts us that Tisha has gone off with the group in search of food. Reed then tasks us with tracking her down whilst he runs the tests on our blood. We find Tisha and her group in a nearby apartment, where she explains that the mysterious woman is our auntie Lola Conrad, the founder of tech company OSK. A crazy billionaire who's part of a cult. That sounds familiar. Tisha and her friends believe Dr. Reed is caught up in some shady stuff, so we head to the nearby OSK store to reboot the LA servers so they can do some more digging. After dealing with the Black Friday crowd from the early 2010s, we speak the passcode that Tisha gave us.
12 Sambuca Karaoke Queens.
I'm Dr. Reed, but you can call me Ruben. Noah, they told me there's something in my blood that... Yeah, shh. Let's keep your specialness just between us for now, okay?
We hear a recording of Dr. Reed and another immune survivor talking about a lab somewhere in Ocean Avenue. After receiving a text message of the location, Tisha's hacker friends help us open the garage door and enter the lab. Did I say garage? Oh my god. Tisha's hacker friends help us open the garage door and enter the lab. In the lab, we find the survivor from the recording inside a glass chamber dead on a table. However, after we mess with some equipment, he doesn't stay that way for long.
Stay in your bowl.
Cool. Oh my god, I got no bullets! Oh god. Oh my lord. After a much more successful second attempt, we defeat it and go 3 for 3 on amazing song-related trophies. However, we shouldn't celebrate too soon, as suddenly our mutation gets the better of us and we begin to turn, attacking Tisha, who then all but kills us. Jesus, relax. Thankfully, Conrad and her squad are nearby and run into the zone to res us. She then proceeds to help us through something called Rebirth.
We all needed help through this one.
She explains that, like her, we have an incredibly rare mutation called Newman. She also informs us that Reed isn't making a cure, as it's quite literally impossible. Newman isn't a disease, and in fact what she believes to be the next step in human evolution. As well as granting us some crazy powers, this mutation telepathically connects everyone who has it, explaining how she's always able to find us. Of course, in denial, we try to flee. She then tells us to confirm it with Reed before assuring us that she's always watching.
Remember.
However, on our way back to speak with him, we're treated to a tasty bit of betrayal. Oh, is that him? Get back here, you little bitch. Traitor! Returning to the hotel, we learn that both Reed and Tisha were on that chopper before Jimmy the Knobhead strikes again and hits us with a crazy accusation.
Ruben, Shackman, whatever the fuck that is, and your name. You all started the outbreak.
What?
You're fucking psycho!
Obviously knowing that we didn't, we put him in his place, as it is apparent now that Dr. Reed has been using us the entire time. Jimmy then tells us that Reed has taken the test results and the blood samples to a lab somewhere in Hollywood Boulevard, so we contact Emma to hatch a plan. We ask her to meet us in the sewers and persuade Patton to help fly the helicopter out of LA once we find where it's landed. We return to the sewers, and after completely cock-blocking Sam... Oh bro, I'm so sorry. My bad. Emma convinces Patton to help, and we head together into the metro. However, our fellowship doesn't last long, as we're quickly separated after this door malfunctions. Forced to navigate the darkness and tight corridors alone, we run into our final Apex variant. It's immune? It's immune to bullets. Cool. It's immune to bleed as well? Oh my god. Thankfully, however, it's not immune to a quick fisting and relentless slashes to the head, earning us the Zombologist trophy. After a while, we happen upon a train turnstile, and after holding off a horde with no issue thanks to our infinite stomping capabilities, we take the train to Hollywood Boulevard and earn the trophy for discovering every area of the game. After reuniting with the others, we emerge from the subway, and at the chopper, we spill the beans about Dr. Reed's involvement. Patton is skeptical about leaving and tries to convince the group to stay, as in the movies, the good guys always save the day. As we're about to get on the chopper, Sam begins to burn up, and Emma prepares for what she might have to do. Suddenly, we have a change of heart and head out to find Dr. Reed.
Yeah, now that's a Hollywood ending.
Appointment scheduled, Dr.
Following the trail of bolts Tisha's left behind, we investigate this cosmetic shop and find a hidden button which opens a secret door leading to an underground facility. We find the pair in a lab, Tisha taking a blood sample and Reed contained behind the glass. He then admits to starting the outbreak, killing millions in order to save billions. I'll try my best to explain what's going on as it gets pretty messy and Reed's motivation is incredibly far-fetched to the point where it's genuinely stupid. 25 years ago, he discovered the autophage time bomb in every human's DNA that would cause an extinction event. The outbreak was caused by a virus of his design to prematurely trigger this time bomb. Only 1 in a million people have the Newman mutation, and he needed to find it to help make a cure. We then grab Tisha's blood sample, which he then explains is the cure. Before she was born, he injected her with the Newman blood of the survivor from Dead Island 1 we saw at the lab earlier. So he killed millions of people and spent the whole time looking for a cure he knew he already had. He said that for the rest of her life she'd be harvested for the cure. Okay, so I understand you don't want that to happen, but surely they can just mass produce it from a few vials of blood, right? Regardless, he then mutates for some reason, I don't really know why still. Tisha then runs off and we get our final boss fight. Why? I don't understand why you're transforming. I don't know what this story's going on about anymore, but you're the final boss. Let's be having you, Dr. Reed. Oh, that's a screamer. Why did I break that open? Old faithful time. Oh, get blocked. And get dead. In a pretty anticlimactic ending, after defeating him we pass out and then wake up seemingly like 10 seconds later before heading to the chopper at a leisurely pace, one-shotting everything in our path. As Emma is about to shoot Sam, we stop her and give him the cure, sacrificing our chance to become human once more. Even though Conrad said there's no cure, so I don't know what's going on. Sam hands us his package before they leave on the helicopter as we stay behind to clean up the mess. The final scene shows Conrad and the other Newmans on a roof with us lined up in a crosshair. We let her know that we stayed to find Tisha, and she lets us live, setting up a potential third entry into the series. The credits then roll on what was an incredibly fun game. With the story finished, it's now time for the cleanup, the bulk of which involves completing side quests and challenges. Thankfully for challenges, we only have to complete the first tier and not every single one. As we've been using a variety of weapons, we had the majority of the weapon challenges already complete. The only 2 remaining were kills with hand cannons, which is genuinely the worst weapon type in the game. Hand cannons are so dog shit. I know I missed a bullet, but this is taking 6 rounds to kill 1 zombie? Ridiculous. And kills with bludgeoning weapons, which thanks to Sam's generous gift, we were able to finish in no time, which upon completion awarded the trophy. Some challenges themselves are actually trophies, such as this for defeating a mutator before it transforms. And this one for hitting an enemy with a thrown weapon from 35 meters. Come on, man. This one took me far too long, however, it did finish off the combat challenges for another trophy. How is that not 35 meters, man? Finally, bro. Jesus Christ. For our final survivor challenge, we need to revive a player in co-op. However, after joining a game, we defeat our 10th mutator, finishing off the zombie challenges. A few moments after, I bait the fuck out of my teammate so we can get the revive to complete the survivor challenges, the last set of challenges we need to complete. We need to stick around in co-op a while longer for 2 more trophies. The first is for reviving other players a total of 5 times, and no, I definitely didn't bait this guy all 5 times. Ian Villa 08, if you're watching, I am so sorry. And the second is a bit more tedious for completing a combination of 5 story missions or side quests in co-op. Speaking of side quests, there are 2 types, your traditional side quests, as well as lost and found missions, which also have 2 types. Traditional side quests are self-explanatory, go here, do a thing for someone, get a reward. Some side quests have recurring characters who have multiple quests, and for completing their arc reward their own trophies. One of which is for a local artist. She wants us to bring her some zombie parts so she can make a quite frankly horrifying sculpture. One of the deliveries to her earns us the trophy for completing 40 side quests. And for completing her entire side quest arc, we're rewarded with the Gore Horse trophy. During the side quest cleanup, we also hit level 30, for which, you guessed it, we earn another trophy. Now all that was left was to mop up the 2 types of lost and found quests, missing person and lost weapons. The missing persons are posted on the notice board in the hotel, whilst weapon quests are hidden around the map or located on certain enemies. Both versions have you following around a paper trail, with key information being highlighted, alluding to the next location we need to visit. Completing all 9 missing persons awards the trophy Sole Survivor, and the 5 weapon quests awards the sharpest tool in the box, as well as our platinum. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button and leave a comment down below of what videos you want me to do next. And if you want to watch another video of mine, just click on this one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.